So this one's asking, should Devin Haney's father have stopped the fight? I don't. It's hard to say. At the end of the day, Devin Haney and his father have a little bit of a unique dynamic. I was there for the press conference, the media workout, and the weigh-in before the fight that took place on Saturday with Ryan Garcia. And I couldn't help but notice you see a lot of their interactions, and sometimes you're hearing Devin Haney's he's the best fighter in the world. It's the Haney era. He's the best boxer in the world. He's got the best jab. You're hearing all that stuff, right? And at the same time, you're also hearing, my son, he's gonna kill him. I'm sending my son in to kill him. If he dies, he dies. This is stuff that Bill Haney was saying throughout fight week. You're getting it from a source. I was there at every single event saying the same thing. If he dies, he dies. And I think, at the end of the day, that was the root issue, because you're kind of confusing Devin. You gotta think, Devin, that's his father. So it's an interesting relationship where is he my father right now, or is he my trainer right now? So that's where it's like, do you mix family with business? Yeah, they've had a lot of success up until now, and Devin probably wouldn't be in the place where he is now without his father. Definitely not. He wouldn't be here without his dad. But it's also it comes with, you take the good and the bad, because ultimately, you're kind of confused a little bit. It's like, am I supposed to box him because I'm a great boxer, or he's done all this and made it personal, so am I supposed to try and go stop him? And also, what everyone is expecting that I beat him, but I need to get a stoppage if they want to compare me with Tank and make that fight more exciting. So Devin had a lot going on in his mind. No matter how cool, calm, and collected he looked, there was a lot going on mentally. And let alone you have a guy where it's easy to sleep on him, because you're seeing that he's obviously getting the attention of a lot of people, and on social media, all the antics. You got to think, man, I'm doing everything right, so I should handle this guy easily. And you just can't think like that, because you don't know what Ryan Garcia is doing behind the scenes. Obviously, he's training. To get to 43 period, you have to be training at least to an extent. And we're all hearing that Floyd Mayweather kind of assisted Ryan. He told him, miss weight. If you got to miss weight, because Ryan, he knows that he felt so weak against Tank. So he went into this fight saying, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to do what he did to me. And basically Devin Haney was victim of Ryan Garcia's experience with Tank and the rehydration clause, all the pain, all the suffering that Ryan Garcia had to go through. He gave that to Devin. He then gave Devin that punishment and that same feeling. So now Devin Haney's going through it, and now we're gonna find out whether or not Devin Haney is I know he's a true champion. I just mean, can he redeem himself? Can he come back the same? And a lot of people, I talk to a lot of people, and they say, like, you think Devin Haney will ever be the same? And it's up to Devin. I can't answer. I'm not Devin. At the end of the day, Devin Haney's that fighter. We know he's skilled. We know he's talented. But at the end of the day, he ran into somebody who is more talented. Even though he's not the same boxer that Devin Haney is, he just needed that one shot. All this promotion and lead up, Devin Haney had been calling Ryan Garcia a one-trick pony. And you got to think about it. And I always thought about it. I'm like, yeah, he's a one-trick pony, but I don't think it's only power. How could you be a one-trick pony if it's a combination of power and timing? If Ryan Garcia is just throwing the left hook, I don't think it's gonna work. He times it very well, and he knew how to do it against Devin Haney. So going back to whether or not Devin Haney and his father, it's an interesting and complex dynamic that we don't have to deal with, but I know for a fact that it gets a little bit messy, and I'm sure Devin Haney gets a little bit confused with that, and it just, whether he wants to admit it or not, it's very difficult to have a father as your trainer, because at the end of the day, when do we separate family from business? So in terms of the fight getting stopped, Ryan Garcia and his dad were talking about how Ryan obviously pointed to Bill Haney, begging him to stop the fight with Ryan Garcia, and Devin was definitely hurt. I would have said that fight should have been stopped, but at the end of the day, Devin he is the champion, but he kept getting up. That's the most important thing. So as a referee, as Devin Haney's father, you don't want to stop the fight, because at the end of the day, Devin's Bill's boss. Like, he could fire his father whenever he wants to. So you have to remember, if Bill removes him from that situation, yeah, he saved his son, but at the same time, is it going to ruin the relationship now? So it's not as black and white as people think. Stop the fight, don't stop the fight. I think, in my opinion, this is just me, and it doesn't matter what I think, because I'm not Bill Haney, I'm not Devin Haney, but in my opinion, what I saw, I saw Devin Haney take a lot of punishment. I thought, you know, his legs were gone. He wasn't really in condition to continue. Just because you go 12 rounds doesn't mean you should have gone 12 rounds. I always say that. Just because you made it the distance doesn't mean you should have, you know, continued to fight until the distance. Because I do think that, you know, within those last few rounds, Devin Haney was already probably going to lose the fight. Obviously, you don't want to count him out or anything. This is a sport of boxing. Anything can happen. Just looking at how many shots he was taking and all the punishment he took, I couldn't help but think, you know, Devin Haney's going to lose this fight. They got to stop it. Throw in the towel if you're Bill Haney. But I understand Bill's perspective too. That's his son. He knows what's on the line. He doesn't want to make a decision for his son. But at the end of the day, that's where it gets tricky again with the complexity of having a father in your corner and being a father in your corner. Do I stop this fight? Do I not? Do I, you know, stop it and make him face a level of embarrassment, or do I, you know, just let him take a little bit more punishment and then we could say, okay, he doesn't quit though. So I think that was the big thing, because, you know, Ryan Garcia was always talking a lot to Devin Haney, and Devin Haney would respond, I don't quit though. And it's true. In that fight, you know, I think it would have been a little bit, you know, contradictory to see Devin Haney quit. No, it's so hard to say quit, because these guys are warriors. It's not quitting. This is boxing. And in anything else, you know, any other sport you can quit. But I feel like when you're getting punched in the face, it's not quitting. But yeah, if Devin Haney would have quote unquote quit or gotten stopped, then it would kind of be silly that he was telling Ryan that he quit. You know what I mean? So either way, you know, Ryan Garcia shocked the world. Ryan still deserves all the credit in the world. I'm just talking about specifically the question about the stoppage, and it's just a difficult, you know, situation where I don't have a right answer. I could easily say, you know, Devin took a lot of punishment, fight should have been stopped, but it really is more complex than that, especially when it's your father in the corner. I feel like if it wasn't his father, it would have been an easy decision for you know, some head to be like, okay, stop this fight, and, you know, just let Devin live another day. And I don't know why this isn't focusing, but okay, is it focusing or no? All right, it's focusing. But yeah, I was saying it's easy if you're not connected to Devin Haney in terms of you're not related to him. It's easy to make that call. Stop the fight, live to fight another day. This guy was better on that night. But, you know, I also get where Bill's coming from, letting his son fight it out, because he wants to prove that he's tough and that he doesn't quit. So I get all that. But in terms of punishment, I would say my answer personally that, yeah, the fight should have been stopped. But, you know, either way, Devin Haney showed that true heart, that true warrior that he has, that we all knew he had. But now it's going to be testament of how he handles that loss, you know, psychologically. Are you going to dwell on it, get in that, you know, shadow of darkness that most fighters feel when they take a beating loss? So it's up to Devin. It's all about how he responds mentally, and that'll take care of itself, because he has the skills to be back and become champ again. It's just all about, you know, that mental recovery and whether or not he has his confidence. So we'll see what happens. I think we'll see Devin Haney back real soon. It's just I wouldn't pursue the rematch you know, too quickly, because Ryan's kind of dangerous right now, and that was a lot of punishment that Devin took. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. But like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that post notification bell, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.